Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick reminder that the Never Pay Again sale is back up. A lot of people asked for me to repost it. It's back available. It's not the same price, but it's at a reduced price. It's probably not going to be at that price again, but it's at a reduced price. So take advantage of it. It will be down by Monday. Also, yeah, for people who asked about flash drives are still available. Make sure you guys grab these. Flash drives, yeah, flash drives comes with basically everything. All the videos that I put out, every DVD, which is like over 90, you get all those videos on a flash drive. So all those on a flash drive. It's about 200 and something gig flash drive. I know a lot of people are having trouble downloading all the videos. A lot of people don't want to take the time to download all the videos. So you have the flash drive. It comes with all those videos on it. Also, the order that you should watch it is on there as well. And yeah, for everybody who gets the flash drive, the first 50, 60 people, whatever, what have you, it'll come with Never Pay Again membership if you don't have it. So first thing to do for everybody, again, make sure you guys register on Merkabah Academy. If you haven't registered already, make sure you go on merkabahacademy.com and register. So if you do get the flash drive, I'll basically can go ahead and update your account so you can have Never Pay Again membership. And just if you're going to be watching the videos anyway, just make sure you register anyway. So if at any point, you get the membership, it's easier for me to upgrade your account if you're a registered. So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, so you'll have the flash drive with all the videos on there. Easier for people to just have them on their computer. You don't got to download. You don't have to take the time to download them all. So it's available. Make sure you guys take advantage and grab that. Also, books are on the way. There's issues with books. They're on back order. So we're getting them out. I know a lot of people's been waiting for a long time. Apologies on that. I explained the whole situation, me being in the hospital for months, me dealing with this heart issue for months. It's been crazy, and I'm getting through it, but I'm back on top of everything. I've been posting a lot of videos, and these videos I've been posting, it's just me going through a lot of the DVDs and just taking out the parts that I think people need to see, to get the overall point of the video. So there's a lot more to these videos, of course, but I want to get out certain parts and just try to have more content that's right to the point. But I do long videos, of course. You guys remember all the 2 hour, 3 hour videos I used to post, but it's a lot of information, and everybody has their own process on how they put out information. For me, I put it out, that way for a reason. It's a lot of little teeny things you need to know before we get into the main point. So that's why, those videos were that way. But, I recommend people see the entire video, and you don't want to miss, little things that can help you connect dots in your own research. Also, I do have new videos coming up, so make sure you guys take advantage of the Never Pay Again sale. So at least you don't have to get those videos. You will have access to those videos on Merkabah Academy. The site will be updated. I know a lot of people asked about that. It's just taking some time for me to get everything together, but it's more coming to the site. It's going to be upgraded. It's going to make it a lot more functional, a lot more more easy to access. But it's been a while. So, I've been dealing with so much and just been trying to get back to normal, to get back on this, on this thing. It's been a process. I don't have as much help as I used to. A lot of this stuff I'm doing on my own, so bear with me on that. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who supports on this, and make sure you guys take advantage of the sale, and make sure you guys grab these videos. I know it's a lot of videos that I put out recently in the last few months that a lot of people didn't see, a lot of people didn't know about, because just the censorship that's going on. My channel is basically blacklisted. Everybody don't see the videos when I post it. It takes a while. So a lot of these videos people have no clue about, and a lot of people don't even know they're on Merkabah Academy as far as available for Never Pay Again members. So also, if you're a Never Pay Again member, if you don't have access to Podia, make sure you shoot me an email so I can send you the link to Podia so you can download all the videos. So it's so much stuff that makes it easier, by you just really having that access to Merkabah Academy, and you'll be able to have more access to these videos. They're going to be categorized. We're going to do it like I did it before, categorize the videos and put them on Merkabah Academy, make it a lot more accessible. The reason why the Vimeo got taken down is because they're charging for bandwidth. I don't have enough people, paying for the site to pay 3,000 a month for the bandwidth that I need. So there's ways around that I'm working on, but like I said, it's a process. It's a lot to this. It looks easy, and people just think we just make videos and post them, especially for what I'm doing. Editing videos takes a day, and the site is a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work that goes into it. So the support is appreciated, the patience is appreciated. And yeah, I appreciate you guys' patience and support. So now I want to get into this video real quick. And it's one of the things that a lot of people talk about, and I talked about this before. And it's one of the things we get into because people have this notion of ghost. And I don't like to knock people and call them crazy and stuff like that, but you got to understand, like, if you're seeing a ghost, if you've seen a ghost, then, or you think you've seen a ghost, then you probably have some issues. Now, a lot of people are going to jump in the comments, and a lot of people are going to say, well, you can't tell me what I saw. I know what I saw. I saw this, I saw that. It's times that I thought I seen shit and I was like half asleep, or back when I used to fucking smoke weed, I was high as hell. It's stuff that can explain it. And in this video, this is what we're going to do so you can understand what's going on and what's taking place. Now, one of the things you got to think about, you go back during ancient times, go back to the ancients, as I always do. Not one time have you read or seen in any type of depiction of the ancients talk about seeing ghosts. Every time they talked about anything spiritual, there was something involved. So they talked about beings coming down, seeing that. Even when you go and look at Voodoo, talked about in the Voodoo DVD, what happened? There were rituals involved. These people took things, they drunk stuff in order to see what they saw. And then you got to realize that image is still coming from them. That's something that, their mind produced based on their knowledge and their interpretation of the world. So even in Black Panther, what happened when he went to the spiritual world? He had to take the heart-shaped flower, the heart-shaped herb that he took. He had to take that, and then that took him to the spiritual realm, and he saw what he saw based on what's in him. So if you've seen the second Black Panther, when she took it, it gave them a vision based upon their thoughts and their feelings about certain things. Remember, she saw Michael B. Jordan's character, and she realized that she was basically going on the same path as him, with the whole vengeance thing, which, that is revealed in that movie about, you having these spiritual visions or what have you, is something that stems from you and your experience or what have you. So we have not seen, the ancients talking about just outright no type of drink, no type of anything, not no sleepiness or what have you, and just seeing ghosts. Whenever they was talking about ghosts or the ancient ones or old ones, whatever they was referring to, spirits or what have you, it had to be some type of inducement involved, not just regular everyday stuff. Now, another issue is you got to understand, your eyes are not capable to see on that spectrum if there was a such thing as ghosts. If it was, you wouldn't even be able to see them because our eyes wouldn't be capable to see that. You got to understand, we don't see the Wi-Fi signal. We can't see that energy going from our phones or what have you. We can't see Bluetooth. We can't see certain forms of energy because they're not visible to us. There's an electromagnetic spectrum, and there is a wavelength of light that we can see with our eyes, and we go into different waveforms, and we can't see past a certain form. We can't see radio waves. We can't see gamma rays. We can't see X-rays. This is why we have machines to pick this stuff up. Now it says here, the human eye can only see visible light, but light comes in many other colors: radio, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays that are invisible to the naked eye. Invisible to the naked eye. Think about that. You can't see this stuff. On one end of the spectrum, there's infrared light, which, while too red for humans to see, is all around us and even emitted from our bodies. Warm-blooded animals, including humans, radiate infrared light. That's why infrared cameras are helpful for thermal imaging and night vision when searching for people or animals. On the other end of the spectrum, there is X-ray light, which is too blue for humans to see. X-rays are another common light source that many of us have encountered at the doctor's office. X-rays can penetrate skin and muscles, allowing doctors to look at our bones. What you might not know is that the sun also emits X-rays, Luckily for you, the Earth's atmosphere blocks X-ray light. Non-visible light can also be found in our home and a device you most likely use every day, remote controls. Your remote control uses infrared light to emit signals to the television and other electronics. While the signal is invisible to you, your television can process the light and respond. You can't see the remote signal. So you got to understand, like, you watch those ghost hunter shows, and even on the Ghostbusters, which it's funny how they did that. He took a little machine to read if it was ghost, and you see in those ghost hunter shows, they have a EMF reader, a meter to pick up EMF, electromagnetic fields or energies. And the reason why they have that field is, a lot of people don't know, is they have it so if they pick up, maybe a false electromagnetic field or something that's like, putting out energy that can explain what you saw, they can pick it up on the meter, go to it and say, oh, there's energy coming from here. This is what you're seeing, or what have you. So it's a such thing called invisible light. And there's so many energy sources that puts out invisible light that's invisible to our eyes that we can't see. And there's a lot of things that explain what you saw. A lot of people don't know that if you have a EM if you have an EM field that you're being exposed to that's putting out invisible light, but you're experiencing it, it can cause hallucinations. So a lot of these hallucinations are what people call ghosts. Now it says here, I'm going to read this. Only a very small portion of the EM spectrum is visible to the human eye in the form of white and colored light. White light can be split up to form a spectrum using a prism, which ranges from red through to blue. On either side of the visible light are infrared and ultraviolet. Infrared radiation has a longer wavelength than visible light and is therefore invisible to the human eye. Although infrared is used by cameras to facilitate night vision, ultraviolet radiation, which is found naturally in sunlight, has a shorter wavelength than visible light. It is also invisible to the human eye. However, insects, birds, and some mammals can see near UV light. However, there is a flaw in this belief too, and it's one you can test easily yourself. If you hold an EMF meter near yours or anyone else's head, there is no change in the EMF field strength. This is because EMF meters can't detect brain waves. In fact, even if our brains did kick out a strong enough current, it still wouldn't be detected as EMF meters aren't designed to detect it. Brainwave cycle at 12.5 to 30 hertz, lower than the minimum 50 hertz threshold of an EMF meter. If both of these two beliefs are flawed, then why are EMF meters so widely used on ghost hunts? Well, the original reason for taking an electromagnetic detecting device along on a paranormal investigation has been lost. EMF meters were originally used to try to rule out the possibility that artificial EM fields could actually be causing people to experience certain haunting phenomena. This is because strong electromagnetic fields can induce strange experiences in people exposed to them. Understand, strange experience in people exposed to them. When field strength is high or aggressively fluctuating, it can affect the temporal lobe of the brain. The symptoms can range from seeing light anomalies, feeling a perception of a presence, or sensation of being touched. The effect can be replicated in a lab when a subject's head is placed between the poles of an alternating current magnet in a darkened room. As the field strength is increased, the person will begin to see a faint glow and strange lights. These odd sensory anomalies could be mistaken for ghostly going on. Michael Persinger, a Canadian neuroscientist, has been recreating the phenomenon in his laboratory for years. He uses a specifically designed helmet which uses a weak pulse magnetic field to induce the feeling in volunteers. According to his findings, someone exposed to these kinds of fields for just 15 minutes can start to feel like there's an invisible presence in the room. So this explains a lot. Now, a lot of people got to understand, when you're talking about you seeing a ghost or you seeing a parent, somebody who you knew who passed and you was talking to them, there's an explanation for that. That's still something from you. That's something within you that you experienced for whatever reason, whether you was high, half sleep, or been basically had an experience with an EMF field that you didn't realize. And it's so many other things to explain this. The more I don't like to make it this way to making people seem crazy, but the more you got to think about it, the more you think about it, you have to look at it on a common sense level. First off, one, just physics. This is something we all know or understand. Just on a physics level, you're not going to see a ghost with clothes on. You're not going to see a person that has clothes on. That's physical. That's physical, material that exists in the physical world. You can't take physical and just have it disappear like that and go into a spiritual world. It's just impossible. It just defies the laws of physics and everything we know. Like, it would take a machine, something you would have to see to make that even possible. There's no machines that can do that you can see, that can take a person and make them disappear in front of your eyes and appear in front of your eyes. So, I mean, just the physics and just the common sense of it, for people to see a ghost with clothes on, don't make sense. Then another thing is the form. This body that we in, this is a body, this is a vehicle that's in this form based on the atoms and the elements put together to make an arm, a finger, or what have you. Energy is energy. It's energy. It's not going to be in the form of or shape of a body. It's going to be in the form of energy. There is no shape for an energy. Is just energy. It's out there. It's definitely not going to be in the shape of a human being or a silhouette of a human being. There's a rational explanation behind it. Now, the main thing is, I don't understand why religious people, Christians, they be the main ones talking about spirits and seeing ghosts. Like, a lot of people who say they saw ghosts actually believe in heaven and hell or what have you. And I would ask you, like, if you believe in heaven, why would you want to believe that the spirit of your dead grandma or friend or what have you is just walking around, appearing and disappearing in front of your eyes and in front of people's eyes? That would be cruel. That would be sad for them. I would feel sad if I saw somebody I love just stuck and appearing and disappearing on this planet for what? To see what and do what? What is the point? So it just goes into that whole realm of just trying to understand, like, common sense. I just tell you, it's more to the situation than for, a ghost to just appear, walk by, walking down a hallway or what have you. A lot of these videos have put out there that you see online is there to fool you and trick you and mess with you. And it's just it's so much stuff I can do with just my camera and my computer to make it look like it's ghost. I can assure you it's not ghost. It's a lot of stuff people can do with cameras, with their phones alone, especially what, good programs in the computer to make it look like, it's ghost or what have you. It's just common sense stuff. So when I hear people talking about this, seeing demons and spirits, what have you, I mean, especially the demon part, I mean, just think about it. Why would a demon or a ghost want to spend their time to just walk by you, to, speak to you and not give you any advice or anything? It just don't make sense. It's more of an explanation to it than just a ghost walking down the hall or somebody scaring you or saying something crazy to you, or it just seems like if you're a ghost, you got better things to do. Another thing is, I don't know why people would want somebody to believe them so bad. I've gotten into so many arguments with people who, why you want people to believe so bad that you've seen a ghost? Obviously, we can't see it if you saw it. It happened in the past or whenever it happened. We wasn't there. Why would you want somebody to believe that? Why would you even say that to somebody? I saw a ghost. You know, I would look for an alternative explanation. Even when I thought I seen ghosts, I knew I was like half sleep or was like in and out of dream state or, you know, in an altered state of consciousness. And this was like a long time ago. Just I was getting high back then. So it's just so much to it. And there's a lot of people who hit me up and, give me stories about them seeing ghosts or demons and wanting me to explain that. And it's like, I can't explain what you think you saw. So as I said, I got a lot of people that hit me up about seeing ghosts and stuff like that. And I really believe people have genuine experiences, but I want people to come to the conclusion of, what they actually saw instead of believing in this spiritual realm of ghosts actually coming into the physical realm. It's not possible. It's something that when you do enough research, and you understand physics and how things work, you'll come to that conclusion easily that what you think you saw is not what you saw. Just based on everything we know, it's just not possible. Those shows, Ghost Hunters, all the movies you saw, which is the main reason behind people thinking they saw ghosts, it's because of movies. Saw scary movies. That's where the ideas come from. And that's why people think they saw ghosts. But wanted to get into this because we're going to touch on just EMFs and a lot of the. I talked about electromagnetic spectrums before, but we're going to get into this in upcoming videos because it's a lot people got to look at as to how we can determine, not just our reality, but the things we see around us, our communication, um, just the energy field that we all have, that we all share, we all emit, as I read, this electromagnetic frequency, and how we can use it to pick up on a lot of stuff. Has to deal with sort of the law of attraction type things and being in tune and understanding that, everything has a certain energy and how to tap into those energies and just understand that, your emotions are an energy. When you're in the room and the person is hostile, you feel their energy. Love is an energy. And it has a frequency. All this stuff has frequencies. And if ghosts did exist, they would have a frequency. And we wouldn't be able to see it, visually, but you'll be able to feel all kinds of energies. And you can be around your cousin, sister, brother, what have you, somebody who you love, and you feel their energy. It's a familiar feeling when you're around them enough. You have that familiar feeling of being around them. So it's something that you can trump up, and in an altered state, you can see visually, but it's always in an altered state. It's something that's just not going to happen out of the blue. So just understand, there's a reason, an explanation behind a lot of these things. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and thanks for everybody who supported. New videos coming out, so make sure you guys take advantage of the sale. Make sure you register on Merkabah Academy. Please go and register. I'm trying to get this site to the next level, and I appreciate the support. It's free to register. Doesn't cost anything to register and participate. So a lot of people on there posting content and talking. You can be talking to like-minded people, conscious people, and it's definitely something that's better than what we have right now. If you want to be talking to conscious people outside of Facebook or what have you, or YouTube. But yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch, and see you next video.